Mrs. Miller helps me with my shirt. So as a senior in high school, I had 3 cancer operations. They took out a lump that I had gotten in my arm, found out it was cancerous. They took it out again, didn't get all of it. Then Charles Smart, my doctor from LDS Hospital, removed a lot of my shoulder, and when they pulled it back together, I was in the hospital for a week or two, 10 days, something like that. I got an infection and stuff, but anyway, I was trying to heal up. But they sewed my arm clear over here like this, so my arm was stuck like this, and I was in a sling, and it was this part of my arm was just pulled together, and that's how because they removed that lump and all that flesh. They pulled it together, and then they eventually gave me radiation therapy. But during that time when it was pulled over here, I had a real hard time getting my shirt on and off. And so Mrs. Miller was a neighbor of mine, and I rarely saw Mrs. Miller. Very seldom would I ever see Mrs. Miller. I saw Mr. Miller quite a bit. He was a really nice guy, and he helped me with getting my roofing business started. But Mr. Miller I'd see from time to time, and his sons I would see from time to time. But Mrs. Miller, you would hardly ever see her. She's a really pretty lady and a nice lady. But she would come over in the mornings once in a while, and she would help me put my yellow skin-tight shirt on when I was in high school in the spring. She would help me put my shirt on so I could go to high school. And I really appreciate Mrs. Miller for doing that. I don't know how many times she did it. Probably not too many. Maybe 1 or 2 times or 3 times. I don't remember. But I remember asking for her help, or she helped me somehow. I don't know what happened, but whether my mom lined it up or what, but Mrs. Miller would help me put on my shirt in the mornings. It was pretty cool. I remember that special memory about Mrs. Miller.